So we're going to be replacing the backup camera in this CTS. As any of you who own a CTS of this generation know, the backup cameras in these suck. They are 420p and they are bad. Like, that's really bad. So we're going to switch it to a much newer General Motors camera that is 520p, and hopefully it works, and I'm going to show you how we do that. So this is on a CTS Sport Wagon. I don't know how it's going to be disassembling for a sedan. Maybe it's easier with the trunk, but this is for a wagon. We have two little plastic covers that we're going to want to remove. And they just hang. And underneath that we're going to find some bolts. And they're probably going to be 10 millis. Put those in the trunk. And this piece does come out. I don't see anything else. There is going to be the electrical connection for that. I see a hole right here. 1 second. But I don't see a bolt or anything. Because this seems to be a cover. Yeah, this is a cover. There we go. Oh, it's little. Okay, so we've got some of these, focusing on that. These little like flat nut things, and then this came out as well. Alright, so this seems to be out now. Come on, come on. There we go. We're going to disconnect the trunk button. There we go. I'm trying to find where that washer went, and there really isn't a spot for that washer. Those things must. Well, when I first bought it, I actually heard things like clanging around in here, so that must be it. What's interesting is, okay, so this whole panel should just pop out. The carpet piece. Ugh, they're really gonna. Oh no, they've already started to come out. Ugh. Just try not to break it, because I really like this car, and it's become my daily driver. We got one in there. Yeah, there's nothing up there to signify that is in there, and I really don't want to take this bigger piece off. I don't know why I'd have to. Other than that the middle pieces just don't want to come out yet. 1 second. Tripping over the camera here. Alright, there. That came off. Only one alignment tab broke, so that's pretty good for me. So now, up in here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let me show you. So to remove the actual like chrome bezel, we have 2 holes in here that are going to have a 10. We've got one right there. It's going to hold the 10mm nut. And then we've got one right there. And then we're going to have our electrical connections. I'm going to go ahead and take all that off now. And they're going to fall right out, I guess. Actually, like a gasket material on the back sides of this nut, this like weird white rubbery stuff. There it goes, just falls right into the trunk. We have our electrical connection that we're going to undo. And then I'm going to bring the trunk down slightly. It should stay right there. Alright. Alright, so after some searching, figured out there's actually some bolts up in here. To get them out, you've got to remove your license plate lights. They're specific by side, so you're going to want to do it, for example, on this side. And then over here, you're going to want to do it on this side. And that's because of the tabs. Now, we're going to remove the connection, leave the bulb in the license plate, light, in the housing. Never would imagine a piece of trim would be this hard. There we go. And now, up in there. Now look at that. There they are. Hopefully I can get you guys in there to see. But I can. Oop, fly around. So up in there, on both sides, there's going to be 2 more 10mm. So oddly enough, these bolts are 7mm. Okay. Very General Motors, or it's been because I haven't worked on a GM car in so long, and mostly have been working on Fords. Alright, so now finally that stupid plastic clip is still holding us up in the middle. Seriously kidding me on this plastic clip. Oh, it's not. I forgot that I put on all the 10mm again so it didn't fly off at me. 1, 2. At least it always goes in the trunk. I'll hold on to it as I undo this last one. Oh, that was ridiculous. Holy cow. The prize is here. Now to see if we can do this camera. Okay, let me actually zoom you out a little bit. So in here, this is all a gasket. We're going to pop this off. So in here is the electrical connection for the camera. And it's just a regular 6-pin connector, just like the new one that I got. This is very dirty. So this is the new one that I got that came out of a Chevy Cruze. I'm doing like horrible shadows and everything. Sorry guys. So this is the new one. And the problem that I'm seeing right now is this one that's in here is the screws are very rusted. I should be able to pop this out. Yeah, I should be able to. I just got to get something in there on the other side to pop it free on this side, or maybe not. It is in there, and I don't want to break this because this one will not fit in there. Now I'm blocking you guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be, this needs to go in. Push that down, and that allows that to come free, but then I don't have room to get on that side to pop that one free. And those screws are looking gnarly. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta figure this out. So because there's a bit of an issue, I have to make a decision. So this is the one that came out of the car. Let's focus in on that. And if you look, the screws on there are rusted. These are not coming out. Now this fits into the bracket, the chrome bracket perfectly fine. Here's the camera that comes out of the newer GMs. And it's just an electrical connection right here. And they just this screws in, and then it's held in with some screws, and then it all goes into this. Looking through the camera's kind of making this difficult. It all like slides through and the camera locks in and you screw it in. The problem is, because these screws are so rusted, they're not going to come out, and because of how this connects, this really won't fit in here and won't be able to be screwed in. So that's a problem. This bracket right here, which is what GM uses now for their backup cameras in almost all their vehicles, this will fit in to that bezel with a little bit of modification. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to cut this up so that this will fit in and work. I think it'll be easier. The other thing is this camera literally just pops out. So if I ever want to replace it with a more updated one, this one will work. Now, before I made this decision about cutting this up, I connected everything back up. This camera works. I would not be making this modification if this camera didn't work. I'm not going to show you cutting this up because I think that's just stupid. This is no longer a how-to video. This is like me just messing around with my new car. So I'm going to cut it up and show you the finished results. So, with modifying it, I was able to get it in with the bracket. All the electrical connections fit neatly back in there, just like OEM. That's how it was. I am going to spray in here with some fluid film to stop any chance of rust buildup like that's already happened. And then we're going to start reassembling this. So here's the resolution of the backup camera now. The camera may not be showing it, but to look at it, it's much, much better. If you guys like this video, you know, thumbs up, didn't, thumbs down, questions, comments, all that good stuff. Clean your tools off, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.